Today we are going with what do animals eat? From this lesson, few important question answers. From that, the first one is write about any two animals in your list describing the food types eaten by them and how they get their food. So, in that, the first one is what is that? Write about any two animals in your list describing the food types eaten by them and how they get their food. So for this answer is quickly and later chew it leisurely. Next one is frog. Wild animals. So please see here. It was given write about any two animals in your list describing the food types eaten by them and how they get their food. I gave four animals. Okay, two normal and two wild animals. Two normal animals and two wild animals. The first one is cow. What is the food habit of cow? We know that the cow is a herbivorous animal and it swallows it. What is the food habit of it? Grass. It swallows food quickly and later chew it leisurely. Frog, it catches insects. It chews it leisurely. We know that this process is only called as rumination. What is the work of the cow? First, it takes the food. Okay, it swallows that one and it sits and brings back again from the stomach, and slowly it starts chewing the food. This process is called as rumination. And what is the food it takes? It takes grass, and it is a herbivorous animal. Coming to the frog, it catches insects with its sticky tongue and swallows it. We know that frog is an amphibian. It can live on land, under the water, and inside the soil also. Okay, so we know that it is an amphibian, and it catches insects with its sticky tongue. Once an insect falls on its tongue, it cannot move anywhere. It sticks. Immediately, it swallows that one. Okay, and coming to wild animals, lion and hyena. What are they? They are called as carnivorous animals. What are carnivorous animals? The flesh-eating animals. They depend on the flesh of other animals. We will say them as wild animals. And in that, the first one is lion. What is the habit of lion? Lion hunts animals and eat the flesh, tearing with its teeth. And hyena eats the flesh from the dead animals. Okay, hyena depends on dead animals. Lion hunts the animals and depends on the flesh of the animals. So, did you understand what are the different habits of food habits of a few animals like cow, frog, lion, and hyena? Now we are going to see the food habits of birds like hen and crow. Now we are going to see the food habit of hen and crow. So let us see that one.
Start.
Do you find any similarities and dissimilarities in the way and type of food eaten by birds? So I got to tell only about hen and crow, but I am ready to give you few examples of different birds here. The first one is we see hen and crows in our surroundings. For food. Now second point is So, coming to different types of birds we are talking here. Do you find any similarities and dissimilarities in the way and type of food eaten by the birds? So now I am going to show you different types of birds here and their food habits. When we see hen and crows in our surroundings for food. Is it correct or not? When we see them, we can see that the hen depends on small worms, ants and insects. But the crow depends on the flesh of the animals, or we will say crow is a natural scavenger. It eats the rotten food materials which are on the surroundings and keeps our surroundings neat and clean. When we are taking hen, the claws, it uses its claws to just dig the mud. But the crow uses its claws to tear the flesh of the animals. Here both will use beaks only. When you are taking the hen beak, it will be very small. When you are taking the crow beak, it is thick, hard and sharp beak the crow is having. These are the differences between hen and crow. So we see hen and crow in our surroundings for food. Is it correct or not? I hope you have an idea how the hen will eat and how the crow will take the food. Then woodpeckers. Woodpeckers have a long and sharp beak. What is it? Where we can see the woodpeckers on the barks of the trees. Where we can see on the barks of the trees. What is their habit? By using this beak, they remove the layers of the bark. Okay, what they will do? They will remove the layers of the bark. When we remove the layers of the bark, what will be present? Ants, worms, insects, these will be present. So they will remove the bark and start eating that food. So woodpeckers have a long and sharp beaks. By using this beak, they remove layers of barks and eat ants and pets which are present in that. Next, parrot. We love the parrot. It is having a hooked beak. It depends on fruits and nuts. So parrots which eat fruits and crack nuts has a hooked beak, but the crow does not have it. The crow is not having a hooked beak, but the parrot is having a hooked beak. So parrot which eat fruits and crack nuts has a hooked beak, while the crow does not have it. Next one, vulture would need sharp claws along with a strong hooked beak to tear the flesh. What is the nature of the vulture? Vulture uses its vision. It is having a more powerful vision. From long distance also it can identify the snakes, flesh, and it kills and tears the flesh of the animals by using its sharp beak and the claws which are present in that. Vultures would need sharp claws along with a strong hooked beak to tear the flesh, while the hummingbird that sucks nectar. Hummingbird is very small one, and you can see that when it is taking the nectar, it will not stand on something, just it keeps its wings like this. Okay, it won't hold on anyone. It will be looking very beautiful. It is having a long beak. It takes the nectar from the flowers. It is a very small bird. So while the hummingbird that sucks nectar need a long thin beak and does not need sharp claws. Why? Because it is not ready to tear the flesh of animals. Just it is ready to take the nectar from the flowers. So it will not, no need of sharp claws, only a long beak and a very small bird. Now did you understand different types of birds here? Hen, crow, woodpecker, parrot, vulture. Then next what we are having, hummingbird. These are the different types of the birds. And tomorrow I will continue with the remaining answers. Thank you.